all locked into the Simply Real podcast with your girl Jennifer. Definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever y'all in the world. I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. You know we vibing out here at the Simply Real podcast with your girl. Definitely make sure you head your way over to my YouTube channel at Simply Real. Give it a subscribe. Y'all know the vibes here at the Simply Real podcast. We got the empowerment, we got the motivation, we got the dope vibes and jams, we got speakers, and so much more. Keep it locked in. Now we're definitely vibing out today with some reggae jams, some old school reggae. I'm starting off with one of my favorite reggae artists, Bears Hammond, of course. If you're in the car right now, if you're just walking home, if you're just chilling in the kitchen, cooking, wherever you are right now, hope you're bobbing your head and I hope you're just vibing out right now. They do it just the same. Today we're talking a little bit about later on why are some reasons that you may not be meeting your success and goals, whether you are in business, whether it's your home life goals, whatever it is, your endeavors that you are trying to achieve. What are some possible reasons that you may be hitting some roadblocks? Definitely keep it locked in. This is a great topic. I know a lot of people have been hitting some roadblocks lately, so we're going to go through a few strategies and reasons of why possibly you may be not achieving the success that you're looking for. Keep it locked in, y'all. You're listening to the Simply Real podcast with your girl, Jennifer. The songs we play, we can come again, doing just the same. Right now, we need a brand new start. We do everywhere I need more vision from the heart. And if there remains such a place that I can go, well, someone tell me, I'd love to know. Remember the songs used to make you run away. You know, he's a man who can't take the botheration, you know. So let the door it beats ya. I wear the good Lord splits ya. Brand new music on this. You say you love me and you care, but you never then near. You're always on the run. Now tell me this, why we can't spend no quality time? Kick back and just unwind. You always have something to do. That simple mean that love you not true, cause only when you want to me hear you shout I love you. Tell me where all the passion gone, all of the warmth. Tell me where is all of the tenderness. And there is something. One of my favorite jams of Love So Nice. Hope y'all having a good day today wherever y'all are in the world. Hope you're enjoying the vibes right here on the Simply Real podcast. Y'all know how it goes. We play a lot of different types of music. But today is old school reggae day, so definitely keep it locked in. We got a lot more music coming up. And like I said, we're talking a little bit later on about some empowerment and motivation. Why possibly are you not meeting your goals and success? Let's open up the conversation. Keep it locked in, y'all. And you're making fun of me, and I'm the one with the J-O-B. So baby, why won't you give me some TLC? And there is rumors going around, so when I'm out of town, there is a man where I'm supposed to be. Too late to be begging on your knees. Hand me my keys, and let go off me shirt sleeve. You can go do as you please. You can go talk to John, Peter, or Steve. Because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. If love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. I'm on the one for live a lonely life of that I'm sure. But me not go second for less when I know I deserve more. Every day from me this when me love you come up. Welcome back to the Simply Real podcast with your girl Jennifer. Today we're talking a little bit about what are some possible reasons you may be hitting some roadblocks and not achieving success in your life. What are some things going on that may be blocking you from really getting and soaring to where you want to be in life?
Now, one of the first things that I definitely want to talk about in terms of success and trying to meet your goals is procrastination. I think a lot of us sometimes decide that we want to achieve something and we always have a plan in mind, but then we sort of procrastinate on how we're going to sort of achieve that goal and try to figure out the strategies behind it. Procrastination is one of the number one areas that a lot of us fall short in terms of how we're supposed to really go forward with our goals and try to achieve the things that we're looking to do. What is your timeline? How long do you think you will have to really figure out exactly what it is that you want to do and how do you want to achieve it? I think that most of us procrastinate due to the fact that we're not really sure. Maybe we don't really put in a good plan in place to begin with. Procrastination doesn't necessarily mean that you're lazy, but it just means that we're kind of putting off the inevitable. We're kind of putting off the important things that we want to do. It's just a unique flaw that some of us have. I think we all have it. I mean, I definitely have it too in some ways. It's just the habit of sort of delaying the important tasks and focusing on the less urgent stuff because other things are probably more enjoyable and they're just easier to handle. Sometimes procrastination just means you're scared of overcoming the habit of delaying those important tasks. Maybe you're scared of failing. Maybe you're scared of trying something new. Maybe you're scared of opening up your mind to something that's unfamiliar to you, that's sort of like new territory for you. So I think procrastination happens because we're just, in that mind frame that we are trying to do something, but yet we're just not sure that we're absolutely there yet. So procrastination sort of stems from the fact that maybe you're not absolutely sure about your goals. Maybe you're not absolutely sure about the strategy that you put into place. Maybe you haven't really prioritized and switched your focus because you don't really know exactly what it is that you want to focus on. So I think procrastination has a deeper meaning towards it in terms of exactly what it is that you're procrastinating for. You really need to understand the reasons why you are procrastinating before you can begin to sort of tackle it. And again, let's not confuse procrastination with laziness because that's definitely not the key. I think that some people fear success as much as they fear failure as well. Some people may think that success will lead them to being, overwhelmed or swamped or just more inundated with tasks and responsibilities and things like that. So there's different ways to sort of look at it. So another cause of major procrastination is definitely led by poor decision making, which leads me to my second point. Sometimes we make really bad decisions because we are not really understanding exactly what our goals are. So the first being procrastination, which sort of happens because of our poor decision making skills. So when it comes to making decisions, it's really about sticking to your guns, really about understanding firmly what you believe in and putting that into action. I think sometimes we all have a habit of sort of going back and forth and wanting to try this out and try that out and figure out a better task at hand. But at the end of the day, it's like we really just have to make a decision and stick to it. How many of you can really say, if you're listening into this podcast right now, that you actually make a decision on point right there and then? Think about it in that way. I think that most of us kind of ponder over it for many days or weeks or years or whatever it may be, and when we finally make that decision, we make it kind of rashly. We kind of make it without really understanding all the obstacles behind it. Sometimes it's actually easier to make decisions in the moment. Sometimes it's actually easier to just make the decision right there and then because then you don't think about it too long. Failing to understand the enough environment that surrounds that actual decision of what led you to that is one of the reasons that we make bad decisions. One of the reasons that we decide to do things that don't end up in that good energy that we have for us. And it's really all about making decisions that lead us down the right path, that can give us that good energy, that good environment that we want to be in, that can really bring us about the success that we're looking for. So, the two things that we talked about so far, number one being procrastination, and number two being poor decision-making skills. And I think those two sort of go hand in hand, definitely. Why are you making bad decisions is because maybe you're procrastinating too much on making those decisions. Maybe you're procrastinating because of those bad decisions. So they kind of do go hand in hand. And being able to consistently make good decisions is really an important habit that we must develop, especially when it comes to things that affect our health, our relationships, our safety, our time, our overall well-being, things like that. And if you have really poor decision making skills and you're becoming inundated with decisions and not being able to really make them properly, that's when we come into this fault of like not being able to really meet our goals, not really being able to do the things that we want to do, and not really being able to identify the most important decisions in life. So it's really about prioritizing as well and making that the highest energy levels in your life. So those are the first two things I wanted to talk about today. Is definitely prioritizing in terms of procrastination. What is it that you are lending your time to? What is it that you are lending your energy to? And of course, how are you deciding that? How are you making those decisions? So really working on your decision-making skills. Those are two very, very important habits to have, especially when it comes to really wanting to achieve success in any area of your life, whether it be your health, your wellness, your family, your marriage, your career, your entrepreneurship, your kids, whatever it is that you are doing in life. Those are two extremely important healthy habits to really conquer as you move up into the world and begin to elevate into your life. Keep it locked in. We definitely have a lot more coming up on this topic. A couple more tips and strategies and possible reasons why you maybe not reaching your ultimate goals in life. And of course, as always, you got some dope music coming up. It's today's old school reggae jams. You're listening to the Simply Real podcast with your girl, Jennifer. Yo, locked into the Simply Real podcast. I told you we're going old school today with some nice reggae music. Best of the 90s reggae, of course. We got some Gregory Isaacs coming up. We got some Burning Spear. We got some Bears Hammond. We got some really cool jams coming up. You're listening to the Simply Real podcast with your girl Jennifer. Keep it locked in. We got a lot more coming up. Wherever y'all at, I hope you're vibing out.
just turns me on.
I heard him say, Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. And right now, I'm knocking on heaven's door, boy. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door, boy. Knocking on heaven's door.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Simply Real podcast. We're talking a little bit today about what are some common failure-causing problems that you are not really meeting your goals and succeeding to where you want to be at in your life. We talked a little bit about procrastination and poor decision-making skills. I also think one of the most important things to talk about today is lack of persistence. Many people sort of just give up at the end tail of it or in the middle of it because they feel like they're not meeting their goals. They feel like they're not getting to where they want to be. It's really about staying persistent in that process, being patient with that process. If you are not persistent, then you are going to sort of, fall out towards the end because you're not really realizing exactly why you want it. It's all about going back to your main purpose and passion. Why did you start off with this? What is your main reason for wanting this particular goal? What is your main reason for wanting to achieve this endeavor? Why are you aiming for this so much? What is that purpose that's really in your heart? And once you stick to that persistence will never, never die down. It's all about staying eager in that moment. It's all about making sure that you have that knowledge, you have that skill, you have that talent, but never, never to quit. It's always about persistence, and keeping persistence is always about that mindset, always about making sure you have that motivated mindset, which is a lot of what we do here in the Simply Real podcast. A lot of the podcasts we do is all about motivation, empowerment, and mindset. And it's really about how to shift those habits, attitudes, and behaviors to stay on track, to be persistent. So if you feel like you're not persistent in your goals, then you will feel like you're failing. You will feel like you're hitting a roadblock. So persistence is really, really a huge, huge one that we have to talk about today as well. One of the other great things that I think that, is really important to understand and really have a good capture around is time. The one thing that sort of holds us all together is that we each have the same amount of minutes in the day. Yes, we each have the same amount of minutes in the day. That concept of time is so valuable once we begin to wrap our heads around that, to understand how you use your time, where you place your energy is one of the most important habits that you develop that can really make or break your day. And of course, your career, your endeavors, your goals, your strategies, whatever it is that you're aiming for. Understanding the value of time and really how to use time is a really important one. And it's really part of how you can succeed in anything that you want, Once you couple that with persistence, once you couple that with good decision-making skills and not procrastinating, then you find yourself on the right track so far. So that's really a huge one, is the value of time. And sort of understanding, ask yourself these simple questions. How are you starting your day? Where is your time going? Where is your energy being contributed to? Are you starting your day with good habits and behaviors? Are you really piecing your day out where you have certain amounts of time towards, your time, exercise time, and taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, spending time with your family, and then of course working on your goals, mapping out your goals, aligning with your strategies. How is it that your day is a part of everything that you're doing, and how is it a part of the success that you are trying to achieve? Understanding the value of time is really, really, really important to anything that you are doing in life, and that is one of the most valuable tools that you can really wrap your head around, is understanding time. One of the other things too I want to talk a little bit today about that I think is really, really important is that lack of confidence and self-esteem. Most of us sort of lose that confidence and self-esteem when we begin to fail, when we begin to see that things aren't working out. But We really have to remember that failure is a huge part of success. I will say it again. Failure is a huge, huge part of success. You cannot lose your self-confidence and self-esteem in the middle of you trying to achieve a goal because you failed or because you've gotten a no. I know it's difficult because I've been there, done that, and I'm still going through that, but it's all part of that process to give you that thick skin. Once you begin to lose that self-confidence and self-esteem of yourself, that is when you sort of lose that lack and zeal and motivation to really keep going. So it's really important that you keep your mindset once again empowered and motivated to help you upkeep that self-esteem, to help you upkeep that self-confidence in yourself and in everything that you're doing. Be sure about what you want. Believe in it. Truly believe in what you're doing. Believe in yourself. At all costs, believe in yourself. If nobody else around you believes in you, make sure that you believe in yourself, because that is one of the most important things to remember, is how much you believe in yourself. And that will truly help you to begin to build that self-confidence back, no matter where you are in life, no matter what roadblocks you are hitting, no matter what part of your journey that you are in. It's all about really building that mindset to understand that you can be productive, you can be wealthy, you can be beautiful, you can be bold, you can be whatever you want. But what defines your success is really about how you think about yourself and how you think about your goals. Understanding yourself and believing in yourself is really, really important. Don't ever stop believing in you. Once you do that, that's when you kind of fall back on your goals. So it's really effective when you think about manifestation. Talking to yourself in the morning, doing those affirmations, keeping yourself really motivated and empowered to know that you can meet your goals. You can do this. So don't ever feel like just because you failed at something, that means that you have to give up or that your self-confidence is now lacking. No, that just means that you're being tested. And everybody's tested. Trust me, that's all part of the process. That's all part of the journey. So just keep at it at all costs. Don't ever give up on your goals, because you can definitely achieve whatever you want once you put into place that actual idea of motivation. Definitely one of the last things I wanted to talk about too is, facing adversity can be really difficult, but if you're doing it with a really good mindset, we talked about mindset a lot so far, and that is the key that sort of holds everything together. One of the main reasons that people are not achieving their goals, or they're failing at businesses, or they're not able to upkeep their whatever goals and strategies that they're putting into place, is because they're not really upkeeping their mindset. Mindset growth is one of the most important aspects of really this whole thing that holds the glue together, actually. Being able to shift your mindset and put it into action. Being able to wake up with good, healthy habits, as we talked about. Being able to change the way that you are speaking to yourself, the way that you are speaking to others. Being able to put in good habits for yourself and for your family. Being able to step into new territory, being able to be innovative and creative and open your mind to new things and be courageous and adventurous. This is all part of changing that mindset. This is all part of who you want to be and how you want your life to become. Once you understand that mindset is all about what you think about yourself and your actions, your thoughts, your behaviors, and how you will really achieve your goals, then you can only be on that right path for success. Then you can begin to collaborate and create and do great things for yourself because you have that growth mindset. Never think little, always think big. Mindset is really about what you want to achieve and how you can really manifest that in your life. So we spoke about mindset so much, we mentioned mindset so much, and that is really the new psychology of the key to success, right? Understanding your mindset is the beliefs that shape how you sort of make sense of the world. It influences how you think and behave. It helps you navigate life, and it helps you have a really good essential mindset for success is really the key to growth and elevation and understanding all the things that you want to accomplish in life. So really those underlying beliefs, those habits, those values, those core values that you believe in is really how you were going to achieve that success, by putting into action that mindset. Changing your mindset is not hard, but it just takes a little motivation. It takes a little dedication. It takes persistence. It takes time, but most of all, it takes you wanting to actually do it. It takes you wanting to actually want that change. To be able to have a good growth mindset, you have to be able to want something so badly that you're willing to give up other things, that you're willing to put aside the things that maybe are not top priority. And maybe it's not the best thing that you need in your life right now. Being able to change your mindset means to be able to listen, to encourage yourself, to self-develop yourself, to really make sure that you're on that path, to surround yourself with great people, to surround yourself with a network of people who can constantly and consistently influence you and help you to grow. So always keep that mindset going through motivation, podcasts, webinars, surrounding yourself with good people, listening to good music, to good people, to good podcasts, to anything that has a good vibe and energy can always help you build that mindset. And of course, one of the last pieces that sort of ties it all together, I always say I believe in an integrated approach to overall health and wellness and success. So if you're not integrating those 7 pillars of health into your life of meditation, sleep, exercise, nutrition, healthy habits, diet, all those things, then you really are falling short for yourself and for your family. Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve in life, it's always important that you take care of your health first and foremost. Your body has to be in good balance. Your mentality has to be in good balance. And for all of that to be in one balance, you really have to maintain an integrated approach to your health and wellness, upkeeping yourself with good nutrition, good diet, good water intake, good sleep, meditation, grounding, keeping peace and awareness with yourself, making sure that you are indulging in self-love and self-care. All of these things make a huge difference in the success that you will acquire in your life and how far you will come and what you actually want to manifest. So all of this is just really some great tips and strategies to help you understand what are some of the roadblocks that you are looking to overcome, and these are some ways that you can overcome them. Put some of these strategies into place and you will see your life transforming in front of you. I almost guarantee you, once you begin to understand and wrap your head around some of these concepts and strategies and really take action, you will see that things will begin to change. Keep it locked in. You're listening to your girl Jennifer here on the Simply Real podcast. Of course, we got some more dope music coming up. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Definitely make your way over to my YouTube channel at Simply Real. Just want to give a shout out to all my followers on the Simply Real channel. Thank you all so much for bringing me up to the almost 3,000 mark. I really appreciate you. Definitely make sure you follow me on Instagram at Simply Healthy and Organic, and check out our website at simplyhealthyglobalmedia.com. simplyhealthyglobalmedia.com. We have a whole stream of natural, organic vitamins, supplements, skincare products, so much more. I also work with a lot of affiliates, so I have great affiliate products as well. I'm also the author of 4 children's books, plus a brand new journal that I just dropped. Y'all take a minute, go check it out at simplyhealthyglobalmedia.com. Once again, that website is simplyhealthyglobalmedia.com. Keep it locked in, y'all.
make the best of it back. Especially for them with a bunch of blouses. When you come in, I say I just want to get blouses. To them not understand why make the business. Tell them to mind them all. So me say, the business that was wrong, I hope that you will keep the world. Never say from my bar, if you in that world. There's no other way to try to love them, what if you die? I love you much, but that day I die. I will do anything that's real. Make you feel happy, then I never make you blue. I will do anything that's real.
I'm hearing these serious allegations. Say the man them want to drop in a big bed. I think them want come to me from the station. I run them want come to body way. I'm hearing some serious allegations. Say the man them want to drop in a big bed. I think them want come to me from the station. I run them want come black card. Tell the man say you have that so long. And if I hard like work, then you stay strong. I hope you have more than one combination. Big ease all of me frustration. And if you want it fast, then you go on it go faster. Create a storm and become a disaster. This rope, this a weather for the forecaster. It's a pity you're a little tatter. I'm hearing these serious allegations. Say the man them want to drop in a replay. I think they want commercially.
I would like to be the only in your life. I want to be the only man. Real political affection. I like your no combination. All she done look fire. This a man, here no president. Turn up application. One look shit and I'm in 50 position. No matter who be that you is. Don't wait the little man. Who do what is the one that's at home for Islam. Oh man, I said no man. Oh me heart above me. Something must be wrong. That's who no me no have no man. Double me a double. If you hold my hand. Girl, I would like to be the only in your life. I want to be the only man. Real political affection. One man can run all the combination.
All right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here now on the Simply Real podcast. I hope you all enjoyed today's podcast. Definitely make sure you follow some of those tips and strategies. Y'all know the vibes here. We definitely rocking out all the time. We got the dope vibes and jams. We got the guest speakers. We got the empowerment. We got the motivation. Don't forget to follow me on Simply Healthy and Organic on Instagram. Definitely check out my YouTube page at Simply Real. Definitely make sure you subscribe. And anybody interested in becoming a guest speaker on the Simply Real podcast, any businesses interested in sponsoring the Simply Real podcast, getting some visibility for your brand, for your business, definitely reach out to me. Wherever y'all are in the world, I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Stay empowered, stay blessed. Remember, anything you want to achieve, the impossible is always possible. You're listening to your girl Jennifer on the Simply Real podcast, y'all. Have a great, great day.
You want me find a girl who live a Maxfield. Man, you tell of your girl.